What up, ladies and gentlemen? So today we are coming live, well, not live, pre-recorded from the U.S. Capitol building in Washington, D.C. And I haven't had my morning coffee yet, so I just thought I'd take a walk first and just shoot the video before I get my morning coffee. So today we are going to be doing our video on Sun in the third house for Cancer ascendant people and what happens when Sun is in the third house for a Cancer ascendant person. Because this is quite different from my videos on Sun in signs and sun in houses separately. This is now we're actually making both of these energies come together. And now Sun is ruling a certain ascendant for your horoscope. So for a Cancer ascendant person, Sun rules the second house of family and value and lineage and money and assets and your source of income, source of assets. So now Sun is in the third house in Virgo for a Cancer ascendant person. And obviously, before I even get started, if you do not know where your Sun is placed and what sign it's in, what house is in, all the other planetary placements, including all my books, Astrology, Conjunction, and Aspects at the Speed of Light. For that, check out the links here and check out my full astrological report, including my books and my consultations, so you can see exactly where all the other placements are. So whenever Sun is in the third house, okay, shows that your personality, your ego will be developed through the people that you hang out with on an everyday basis, not your family, but like your cousins, siblings, friends, because third house is a house of your non-professional network circles. It is the house where you are growing up with people and you're like making childhood friends. You are, coming across people to have fun with and hang out with. So this is the house where your communication develops. And for this person, shows that their communication develops through a lot of criticism. They are growing up, they may be either very quiet or they are very critical of how they are communicating. So they don't kind of not communicate as much. They feel like their communication has to be perfect. Their ability to speak has to be perfect. And the thing is, the development of ego and personality happens through the siblings. Siblings hold like a very important, role in this person's life. Like what you value, which is the second house, which Sun rules, is now in the third house, which is second from the second house. So your value, your system, what you receive in this life is through your siblings. Like I actually had a person, quite a few people who had Sun in the third house as Cancer ascendant, and they were actually working for their sibling. They were doing a job or they were working in the company that their sibling was, and they hired them. And also shows that because Sun is a very hot planet, it's a natural, mild malefic planet. It's a malefic planet, but again, it's also a Jiva Karka, like Jupiter. It gives you life. Without Sun, we won't have none of this. So this is where, so what Sun here does, because it's a hot planet, what it does, a person will be criticized and will be controlled more by the sibling. Like here, it shows that the relationship with the sibling will somehow have some sort of a problem due to the ego of the person, and the person will either be criticizing their sibling a lot and what they're doing, how they're approaching life, or the person will be criticized by the sibling a lot. They're like, oh, well, you're doing this wrong. You're doing that wrong. You should do this. You should do that. So the guidance from the sibling, becomes that part where Sun kind of burns the significance. And also shows here that Sun either makes a person, actually most likely Sun will make you like the youngest sibling here, either the youngest or the oldest. And also, as you know, Sun is being a malefic planet, being so hot in the third house shows you may not have younger siblings because of the fact that house is being like burnt very, very hot. Now, obviously, with support of other planets, let's say Mercury is sitting with Sun in this house, then you most definitely will have a younger sibling just with this. But here, just the Sun the communication of this person will develop through time. Through time, when sun cools down, when sun calms down, is when you will understand your communication better, and you will be able to, open up yourself more. Growing up, though, it just a person will be their value system, and their family will always control what you need to say, how you need to say it. And also here, sun looking at the ninth house, and sun being the karka of the ninth house of father, shows that one will have a father who is either probably in fields of medicine, especially depending upon the nakshatra. Like Hasta nakshatra can produce a father who is in fields of medicine, a doctor, somebody who uses their hands to do technical work a lot. And you will also have a very, very powerful relationship with the father. Father will be well respected in society, and through your father, your assets will be gained. The things that you own in this life will be coming through your father, because the second lord has moved into the second from itself. So in a way, it shows that your gains will be coming through the father, and at the same time, father will be a self-made person. Father would be somebody who made his wealth through himself without any support from his own family. And mainly, though, it shows with this sun that your ability to do things on your own will always be supported by either your siblings, especially your brothers, male figures in your family, or your father. Like whatever you do in this life, their hand will be there in helping you. Even though they're criticizing you, even though that relationship is burnt a little bit, they will somehow always be there to help you. Another thing to realize with this sun is that this person will always, their personality is going to change the more they travel. The more they travel, the more their value system will grow. This is very important for this person, and you will actually realize this if you have this position, that you have this, you value traveling, you value going and traveling and experiencing different cultures. Because not only third house is a house of traveling, but sun aspects the ninth house, or the seventh place from itself, which is the ninth house of long distance travel. And this is why we can also see that your father would be in transportation. Father would travel a lot. And the wealth of your wealth will be definitely be coming through short distance travel, going from one place to the other, one city to the other. And also, depending upon where Mercury is placed, that's how your communication will develop as well. Meaning, let's say if Mercury is in the fifth house, your communication will be very creative. Through experiencing creative things in your life, you will be able to develop your own communication. And these people are very detail oriented too. When they write, their writing has a lot of authority in it. Like they want to be seen as an authority when they write, because third house is also the house of writing. Yet they're very critical of what they write themselves, and they are also very much into perfecting their communication. Like these people are all about, I do not want to miscommunicate with somebody. I just want to be very thorough, very much to the point, and I want to be communicating in a way where I'm not criticized. So again, that becomes, that ups and downs of this position with the sun. Okay. So guys, this was my analysis of sun in the third house for Cancer Sun and people. If you're new to my channel, subscribe below. And if you want to know where your sun is placed, all my books, consultations, all of that is at this link here. Otherwise, we'll see you later. Bye-bye.